What's up, guys? Coming at you with the deck profile here on Spyral. This is one of my favorite decks. It's very fun. It's very good still. It's not as good as it used to be, obviously, with a lot of the best cards at one, but I think this deck can definitely still be a contender in the meta, and I'm going to show you why today. So first off, for starters, of course, we got 3 copies of Spyral Super Agent. I mean, this is the main monster of the deck. All the cards revolve around him. He summons himself for free by revealing the top card of your opponent's deck and calling it correctly. And if he's summoned by a Spyral card effect, he gets to destroy 1 spell or trap on the field. So yeah, very good card, very easy way to get a free monster on board and go to your crazy link plays. Next up, we have 2 copies of Spyral Tough. I bumped this to 2. I was playing 1, but I feel like 2 is optimal. This card is very strong because if you open this in a Super Agent, you can just summon it, look at the top card of the deck, and if you're lucky, you can pop something. But even if you can't, you now know what that top card is, so you can then summon the Super Agent from your hand. He's treated as Super Agent. He has a 1900 body. He's recurring spot removal, and he's not a hard once per turn. So if you use this effect to pop something, link it away, and then bring it back with like a big red, its effect can be used again. So yeah, very good card. Very, very underrated. Then of course we got the 1 card. You link right here, Quick Fix. This card gets you to all your crazy, insane boards. This card is nuts. So when it's summoned, it searches for a Spyral Gear card. This is not once per turn at all. And if it's in your graveyard, and you control a Spyral Super Agent, which most of the monsters in the deck that aren't support for Super Agent are treated as Super Agent, you can discard a card to bring it back, but it's banished when it leaves the field. So very, very strong card. A lot of ways to abuse this and get multiple searches and just a lot of advantage off of 1 card. And of course, we got the 1 drone. So in short, this card allows you, when it's summoned, to stack your opponent's top 3 cards. So you will know what the top card is, and you'll be able to trigger all your Spyral effects. Very, very essential card. Then we've got the 1 Master Plan, another really, really good card that gets you a lot of free advantage. So once per turn, not a hard once per turn, by the way, you can search for a Spyral mission while it's on the field. So if you use that effect, and then you link it away, and then bring it back, you get to search for another Spyral mission. Its other effect, which is also insane, is that when it is sent to the graveyard, you can search for a Spyral Resort and a Spyral Monster. That's 2 cards just off of like linking with this away. This card is very, very good in terms of gaining advantage. Then you got your 1 Spyral Sleeper. This is the boss monster of the deck. Basically what it does is you're able to destroy a card on your field, a Spyral card on your field during either player's turn, and destroy 2 of your opponent's cards. Very, very strong, especially when you equip it with Spyral Last Resort, because whatever Spyral Last Resort is equipped to cannot be destroyed by battle card effects or targeted by card effects. So you equip this to your sleeper, you target yourself, you're not destroyed, you get to pop 2 cards for free. Very, very strong combo that you'll do a lot in this deck. Then onto the supporting engines. We have the 3 Neospace Connector alongside the 1 Neospatian Aqua Dolphin. This package is just a 1 card is sold, and if you're lucky, you can rip a card out of your opponent's hand. Like if they have like a hand trap, like an Ash Blossom or something, which they would probably just Ash this if they had the Ash Blossom, but if they have like, per se, Ghost Ogre, or a Ghost Spell, or an Effect Veiler, or many, many hand traps, they're either forced to use it on this to stop it, or if they don't, when you summon this, you'll just get to rip it out of their hand for free. So yeah, really, really good card, really, really good engine. I like it a lot. Then we play a small Dark Engine with the 1 Armageddon Knight, the 2 Destiny Hero Malicious, and the 1 Destrudo, the Lost Dragon's Person. So what this engine does is you basically summon your Armageddon Knight off of Isolde, and then you're able to get a free Synchro, or a free Link 2 off of it. So you can go very, very nuts with this, or even a Link 4 if you summon the Armageddon Knight, pitch the Malicious, and bring it back. Very, very strong. Then for my 2 Nightmare Mermaid targets, I play 1 copy of Ibli and 1 copy of Orcus to Nightmare. These are both very, very good in their own respects. This actually helps you create your U-Link combo by making Draco Sack with this in Master Plan to create 2 tokens and then just go crazy and make insane link plays. And this can lock your opponent out of the game and force them to crash it, take a lot of damage just so they can do plays. Basically, you get this to yourself off of the Mermaid, and you link it away, it goes to their field. Now they can't special summon anything besides Link monsters, so they're going to have to turn this to attack, they're going to have to crash it and waste their battle phase, and then do all their combos in main phase too. Just a very, very good disruptive card. That's the monster lineup. On to the spells. 2 copies of Spyral Gear Big Red. 2 is more than enough, you do not need 3. It is the archetype-specific monster reborn, and it has the added bonus that the monster that it is equipped to cannot be destroyed in battle. In addition, because we do play Assault, we play Spyral Gear Fully Armed, which gives any Spyral Super Agent 1000 attack, and if it destroys a monster, that monster is banished, and you get to banish 1 additional card. And then if this is destroyed, you get to special summon a Super Agent from your graveyard. Very good card, very, very essential in my opinion. 1 Divine Sword Phoenix Blade, 1 DDR, Different Dimension Reincarnation, 1 Living Fossil, and 1 Overdone Burial. These are the best equip spells to play because all of them can be used if you draw them, and none of them are bricks. And in my opinion, this is just the best package you could play for Assault. And then, of course, I play the 1 Spyral Resort along with the 1 Terraforming. I know I only have 1 target for my Terraforming, but this card is so essential because it allows you to just get free pluses every single turn. And also makes all your Spyral cards untargetable. So yeah, very, very good card. Then the 1 Spyral Mission Assault, very similar to Spyral Mission Rescue, whereas you can banish it from the graveyard, but instead of reviving from the grave, this summons a Spyral from the hand. Very good card. In addition, we play 2 Foolish Burial Goods. 2 is more than enough. You do not need 3, in my opinion, because you've only got a few select targets that you actually want to use. So this gets your spells and traps to the graveyard to allow you to use their graveyard effects. Then I play 1 Monster Reborn, and in addition to 1 Monster Reborn, I play 3 copies of World Legacy Succession. This will allow you to revive Link monsters from the graveyard and just point it to a zone where the Link monster points to. It allows you to do your U-Link in multiple different ways or create stuff like a live Tri-Gate Wizard. It's just a very, very good card in general. Then I play the 1-for-1. This card is a 1-card U-Link because you summon Quick Fix, you add Drone, you summon Drone, you stack their deck, you make double Helix, and you can see where we're going from here. It's just a very, very insane card. If you draw this card and you resolve it, you essentially win. And then the 1 Rhoda, because I have several good warrior targets in this deck. And then for traps, I'm just playing 2 copies of Spyral Mission Rescue. I was playing 3, found myself clogging with it quite a bit. 2 is more than enough. Alright, on to the extra deck. I do play these very snazzy tokens gifted to me by my good friend Michael Rubio. Shout out to him. For my Draco Sack, of course, I wanted to add a little flavor to my deck. Then I play 2 copies of Spyral Double Helix. You could honestly get away with 1, but I like having the second one just in case something happens. I like to have the comfort of knowing that if something happens to my first Double Helix, it gets stopped or it gets removed, I have the ability to make a second one. Next we play 1 copy of Isolde, 2 Tales of the Noble Knights. This is your warrior recruiter, probably the best Link 2 in the game in my opinion. Then the 1 Nightmare Mermaid, which allows you to do your insane Link combos because it just generates so much free advantage. And as well as them, we play Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Cerberus, and Nightmare Griffin to round out our Nightmare package. I will be playing Unicorn when I get my hands on one. I just haven't had the time to go out and do some trades. But I've got a friend who pulled one, and he's going to be working me a deal with me soon. So very soon I will be putting it into my deck. Then I play 1 copy of Link Karibo. This is one of the easiest ways to create your U-Link, because when you get to that zone, you can just link away a Quick Fix or a Drone and create your last spot. Not to mention it's just a good card in general. And the Tri-Gate Wizard, because this card is insane. It's got great arrows for U-Linking and it's got a very strong effect. Proxy Dragon, because side-to-side arrows make it very easy to U-Link. Barricade Board Blocker. Now, this card is really good because this allows you to reuse your Spyral Resort if by some reason it gets removed from the field. And with the one that we have now, because it is limited to 1, this card can come very clutch. It's also got pretty good generic arrows. Then, this card right here, Beauregard Dragon, this is actually supposed to be a Saryuja. I do not have my Saryuja. I have it at my friend's house. So I just wanted to play this in a tournament and put this in for the time being. But it's actually not a bad budget replacement. So what this does is that you can destroy a face-up spell or trap from your spell and trap card zone. Sorry about that. A spell and trap card from your spell and trap card zone and bring back 1 monster from your grave that was destroyed this turn. So you can get rid of, like, for example, a floating rescue or a floating assault, or just set like a bluff back row off of like Griffin, and then use it to bring back free monsters. So if you can't get your hands on a Sorry Yugioh, I definitely recommend trying this out as a cheap replacement for a Link 4. That's it for the links. Onto the X Seeds, I played just 2, and that is Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack and Sylvan Princess Sprite. So this card is very strong because it can occasionally net you a free card in advantage, which is always good. But what's really good is that it's an easy way to detach your quick fix after you've revived it by its effect, so it will not get banished and you can actually use it again. Very, very abusable. And then this card, it creates tokens. In today's metagame, tokens can be used as link food. Need I say more? And then the one synchro I play, just for the occasional extra negation, is the FA Dawn Dragster. Very, very good card, very good for controlling the field, and generic. So yeah, that's my list. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys later.